Yo, it's another podcast with your boys, Bill, James, and Tig'S. Excellent Adventure, episode 11. This week, we're going to talk about...
Welcome back, baseball. Happy opening day.
Is opening day overrated? OBJ, is he getting traded?
What's Gruden up to?
What is Gruden? Gruden, what are you doing?
Katie, why are you so angry?
We ask the important, poignant questions as we talk about the playoffs. Today, on Bill, James, and Tig'S Adventure. That's right, baby. Welcome. It's Bill, James, and Tig'S Excellent Adventure.
It's the late night with smooth jazz.
Smooth jazz. Yeah, smoking heroin, dipping my cigarette, churn. I'm sitting here thinking, it's another fucking podcast!
Yeah. Finally, we woke up.
Woo!
Welcome back, James.
Thank you
Man.
for having me.
Y'all wake up from that game last night?
Oh, goodness. What a terrible game. What
It wasn't that bad.
It was pretty bad.
It's hard to watch college
The first
basketball.
half of any basketball game is kind of pointless anyways. The second half is where it's at, and the second half was fucking terrible.
Well, I think I just don't like the 20-minute two halves thing that college basketball has.
You don't like that?
Nah, I like quarters. You go from high school, which has 8-minute quarters, to college, which has two 20-minute halves for some reason, and then back to the pros where you have 4 quarters.
Does anyone know why they do that?
College
What's the point of
is
doing that?
the college basketball is the most fucked up sport for people who want to play professional basketball.
Yeah, it
'Cause
takes them out of their element.
It completely takes them out of the element. They don't call the sport the same. It's more physical in college basketball than it is in high school basketball or in the NBA. Mm-hmm. Shit, it's like watching the NFL. Yesterday, I saw two separate plays. A guy get trapped in the corner from Villanova. He was trapped in the corner. He ran through a guy.
Yeah.
Blocking foul. But he was trapped in the corner. He went around. He really went around him. The guy didn't have his feet set, but just because he hit the ground, it was a blocking foul. I was like, what kind of call is this? And then they're consistent in the calling. It's just not what they call in high school.
It's
and it's not what they
consistently
call
bad calling?
Yeah, exactly. It's not what they call in high school, and it's not what they call in the NBA. So it's very strange to watch it.
Yeah.
You're supposed to let guys play through certain things.
Sure.
But not football type plays. Like the type of plays that I'm talking about are the post position plays where the guys are trying to get post position, but they're just basically mauling each other down low.
Yeah.
Throwing each other around.
Well, I feel like back in the day in the NBA, they allowed all that stuff too. You can just beat the shit out of each other. You know what I'm going to try to do today too?
What?
I forgot to talk about. I was talking to my buddy who listens to us.
Sure.
And he requested that I swear less. So I'm going to make an effort today not to say piss, shit, fuck.
He wants you to swear less?
Less, yeah.
Oh.
I'm not supposed to swear as much. Dumpster slut, these kind of things will not be coming out of my mouth today. I'm going to at least try. So we're going to see. I would like to keep
guzzlers.
Come guzzlers.
I do go to church after each podcast just to wash out my virgin ears with that holy water.
Yeah.
You're too much there, Eric.
Bag of dicks.
Oh my gosh.
These things will not be said for the children because he tries to listen.
Dumpster is not a curse word.
It's really not, but if any child understood what that meant,
because he has kids.
He has kids, so he has to he has to wait to listen to us, and then he's on daddy time, so he gets
You don't
really
have
tired.
to. Who is his name? What's his name?
Chris James, baby.
Chris James. Shout out to Chris James. You don't have to. This is your boy Bill. Chris, you don't have to wait till they go to bed. We put the disclaimer at the beginning of every episode.
Just read the disclaimer to your kids.
Just let them understand they're about to hear bad things.
Just let them know. It's like when we used to watch Married with Children.
Or Jackass.
We knew that, objectifying women wasn't good, but it was funny.
Hang on. I don't think at that point.
So don't try this at home, kids.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't try this at home. You knew Bart Simpson was funny, but you didn't tell your dad to eat your shorts.
Some kids did. I'm sure some kids said that.
Maybe some white kids. You get knocked the fuck out in my house.
So I'm gonna just make an effort today.
Sure.
Let's see. If I
Making
can
an
do
effort for you.
It. Making an effort. You, Chris James.
Chris James,
This one's
guy
for
with
you.
2 first names.
Chris James got 2 first names.
We'll have a swear jar or something.
We should have a swear jar.
And then the winner, the best comment gets the jar of $55 from Eric.
Then people would comment on our page a little bit more.
Man, speaking of which, if you haven't done so, go to YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube page. You will get a very nice gift package if you comment under the YouTube video.
Very easy.
Very easy.
That's all. We're not asking for any personal information.
No.
No phone numbers, no addresses.
No
Just a
social
comment and
security.
subscription.
Not the address until after you win the contest. Though.
Sure.
So I can mail you some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, to mail it to
Free
you.
shit brought to you by A Skate Foundation.
Oh, this is some good shit.
The ready-made designs, and also we got some stuff from Vans. Well, I don't know. All the Vans stuff might be gone by the time.
I mean, I can.
I gotta let
just-
James run through some of the stuff. Let him see some.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say I have my head at home. I can give that away. I would like to keep it if possible. No, it is really nice
Oh,
stuff.
we already gave away some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man. So anyway.
Anyways.
let's get into it.
Okay.
Let's start with something we have never started with. Bump.
The fuck is this? Oh, the oldest song in America.
Wow. Sox.
Time to talk about Major League Baseball.
It is back.
America's
Happy opening
pastime.
weekend, everybody. I'm very excited for the baseball season, as I always am.
Why is that?
Well, I'm a big White Sox fan, which doesn't really bring that much excitement. to
Hey, you
most
won
people.
you won a World Series in the past 10 years.
Thank you for remembering this.
But that's also why
It is the
opening day is so
forgotten.
important for teams like yours.
Yeah.
Because this is the day that they're in first place.
We are, and by the way, we are in
First place.
Yeah, this is the anything is possible stages.
Sure.
Anything's
And
possible.
and being a White Sox fan, like last year, we started the season off 20-10, but
Wow.
then we lost the next like
20
22
games.
Ugh.
out of 23
22,
games.
yeah.
It was
Bad.
insane.
It was really bad.
So this year, I'm hoping that maybe we'll just keep that winning trend going.
Who are the players to watch for on the White Sox?
I don't know if you guys saw Matt Davidson. He's a guy that we brought up last year,
Pitcher?
third baseman,
Third baseman.
and he's got a bat
Okay.
like no other. He hit 2 home runs, I think, opening day. He's been working really, really, really hard. A guy who went through the system. Now he's like ready to play.
How old is he?
Um,
Mid-20s?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. This is like his second year.
He's no Bryce Harper.
He is no Bryce Harper.
He's not a 19-year-old.
but he is a great piece to the White Sox puzzle.
Okay.
And plus Avi Garcia, Jose Abreu. We got Moncada. This is his second year, but I feel like he still hasn't learned how to hit a baseball.
Sure.
And the only problem with the White Sox right now is our pitching is just terrible.
Okay.
And I was so excited for the first 2 games of the White Sox season. And then yesterday, the reminder of how frustrating the White Sox are
What happened?
because you lose games in the 8th and 9th inning.
Bullpen.
And exactly. And it's just these jokers that we have that are just still on our teams. And it's really frustrating. But anyways,
Well, let me ask you this.
Also, y'all's bats slow down late in innings.
late in innings?
Yeah, you guys got you don't got that guy who's gonna be like I'm scared of that guy.
Hopefully that's what Matt Davidson is going to turn into.
Hopefully,
And Avi Garcia, too, I think.
Avi,
He bats like 300 every single year. He's awesome.
Avi.
When the Cubs won last year, did it sting as a White Sox fan, or were you like, we got ours?
Oh, we got ours.
Okay.
We got ours, yeah. I mean,
we got ours 10 years ago.
yeah, 10 years
matter.
ago.
Not 90 years ago. Not 100 years
Exactly.
ago.
When everyone forgot about the Chicago White Sox winning a fucking World Series. I think it was like ESPN when the Cavs won the championship. They showed this thing of how many championships Chicago has won before Cleveland won the championship. And they left off the Chicago White Sox World Series. They only had the Cubs World
Damn.
Series.
You know what?
ESPN for
That
that.
might be like the most forgotten World Series because you know it did happen
is.
when the Yankees were winning World Series.
Yeah.
And the Red Sox came later and then won their World Series after not winning for 80 something years.
And then they won another one.
But it kind of just overshadowed what
That's true.
they were doing.
We swept the Astros in the World Series. It was like one of the more dominant performances by.
It was like we are truly the best.
I think we
team
lost
in-
one game in the playoffs, and no one ever thought that we would win a World Series.
That's
that
fucked
year.
up
We
about
played
the
small
Cleveland-
ball, and it was all pitching. Woo! That was a good one.
Well, I'm glad for your and you're wearing a Sox shirt.
Oh yeah, my Sox gear is out and about.
Nice, dude. We'll take a picture of that for the gram.
Oh, we should. Who are your guys' teams?
The Dodgers, man. It's hard
You
to
know,
be a
I'm with
Dodger
the Red
fan.
Sox. You already knew that.
Oh God,
You're the Red Sox fan?
Yeah.
Why is that?
that's right.
You were never living in Boston?
No. But
Bill's a
I mean,
Bama fan, a Patriots fan, a Red Sox fan.
Oh, that's
yeah.
right.
I live in Alabama. We don't have a professional team. I don't know how many times I have to say this.
yeah.
But,
you just spread it out.
so if you don't grow, if you grow up in people out there know what I'm talking about. Grow up with no real teams around there, so you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, Red Sox was my team. You got Andre. Nomar Garcia Parra. You know what I'm saying? Pedro. You know what I'm saying? We had the good team out there back in the day, but could never get over
back
the
in the
hump.
day.
And I was like I said, I always rooted for the underdog as a kid. I never rooted for no Yankees or whoever the fuck was at the top at the time. I don't do that. That's what the little kids do. They come in, I like him. I want to be him.
A lot of LeBron jerseys.
Fuck that shit. I'm like, fuck LeBron. I'm like, fuck Jordan. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, I grew up a Red Sox fan because they hadn't. I couldn't be a Cubs fan. They hadn't won. It didn't look like they was ever gonna win one. Mm-hmm. But we was stacked Red Sox, and we still couldn't win one. So I was a fan of them for a long time.
Yeah.
And last year we went through a similar thing to the White Sox, except we came back a little bit. Kind of fell. We did good. Fell apart in the middle of the season and patchworked some shit together at the end of the season, and then it didn't really work out for
You guys
us.
got Chris Sale last year.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, they're gonna probably go to the World Series
Right.
or possibly.
And it fell apart again. So I don't know. Maybe I just don't even. Boston fans know. You just don't even say anything. You
With
just
no Big Papi though. I mean,
Exactly.
That was a
That's-
huge piece of
that's
scoring runs. But I feel
we
like there's
just-
a point of last season when you guys were like scoring a lot of runs.
Yeah, no. The
Your
problem
bats
is,
were hot, and then they just like died.
Died.
They just completely died.
and then our defense fell apart. But guys got injured, and it was just terrible. It was
Yeah.
bad. It was a bad season all around. But that's how what it is to be a Major League Baseball fan. Your team could fall apart completely. You could be stacked on paper and then just fall apart completely. Speaking of stacked on paper, the fucking New York Yankees.
Aaron Judge.
Tired of the
And
Yankees.
fucking
Stanton.
Stanton.
John Carlos.
Dude, Carlo.
The middle of their lineup is stupid. It's a
It's a murderer's row.
it's a Gary Sanchez, Aaron Judge, Stanton.
You can't. I mean,
They got Didi in there towards the bottom.
they got the guy. Who would they get from Miami?
Stan.
Is that Stanton? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I think there's way
It's
too many
just
games
silly.
in MLB season.
It's insane.
Like in
162 games.
right.
So
Like-
the White Sox are 2-1. We got 158 games.
Yeah,
to go, though.
in the
So,
NFL
I don't know. We're looking good.
In the NFL, if you lose your first 4 games, you're probably done for the season. In the NBA, you lose the first 4 games, it's like, all right, we need to go on a run. In the MLB, you lose the first 4 games, it's like, well, there's the first week. We have 38 more weeks to try and right the ship. Let's get the starting pitcher back for his second game.
Yeah.
That's why I think that opening day is overrated.
Sure
Well,
is.
I think
like-
it just represents like the start of something that
Sure.
eventually is going to be like really, really good.
Right. But then it gets hyped up by ESPN and Fox.
Oh, did you guys see what happened? The first pitch of opening day, the very first pitch,
Home run?
I couldn't believe this. Yeah,
On the Cubs, right?
fucking
Cubs.
Chicago Cubs. Couldn't believe. I was like,
Can't
of
get away from
course
it.
the Cubs on
get
the
away from
very first pitch of opening day hit a
That's how I
home
feel
run.
about the Yankees, man. Fucking Juan Carlos just bow. Just slapped the motherfucker out of the... And it was out of play. It was a ball. He just slapped it. He ain't have to hit it. He just pow.
Yeah,
You know what I say to
Fucker.
that?
This is going to be a terrible season.
just beat the crap out of that ball.
This is going to be terrible. All I have to look forward to is beating up on Tampa Bay.
No. What you have to look forward to is in 10 years, half these guys are going to get busted for steroids, but they'll still have their world championship.
No, I can't look forward. I think everybody should be on steroids.
It does make the game more fun.
Yeah.
Well, no. The reason I think that is just because everybody's already on steroids. So
you might as
So
well
just
get
allow
everyone
it.
on
You
a
might as well
even-
just
Maybe
get
if
it
they
over
allow
with.
it,
Let's
less
just
people
stop.
would do it. They'd be like,
Let's just-
that's not as cool because everyone could do it now.
Well, let's just stop lying to ourselves. Is all I want.
Same as
everybody to do.
NCAA. Just pay the players.
Pay the players.
Yeah.
Let's quit lying to ourselves. They're gonna start doing steroids when they get out of college. So let's just go ahead and get them a proper funding so they can go ahead and get their money right and everything. I don't know, man. I'm just tired of lying.
Wait, is this the year where they put in the pitch, the count, the shot clock for the pitchers?
Yes.
Yeah, and you have a limited amount of mountain visits too.
Oh, well, have you noticed a change in the energy of the game?
I was watching one game. I forgot what the game was, but they ran out of mountain visits. Oh, it was that Detroit game because of that terrible. So there was a call at the plate at the end of the game where Detroit scored and they won the game. It was the bottom of the 10th, maybe.
Right.
The game was over. They called him safe. Pittsburgh left the field. Players were like, "Fuck this," and then they reviewed the play for a really, really long time. And they kept like showing all the shots, but there was nothing like conclusive saying like, "Yeah, he's definitely out."
You're innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like evidence
sure.
to prove. And then they overturned it.
Wow.
And I was like, what are these guys looking at?
Yeah.
Because everyone in the stadium, everyone like watching from home.
It has to be.
They
Like-
have not gotten replay right in
No,
Major League
no.
Baseball yet.
or
And then-
NFL.
and then
Speaking of the NFL,
Odell Beckham Jr.
yeah, what's going on with him?
He is not getting traded.
I don't think he's getting traded either, man.
But Eric says
I mean, I think there's a possibility he can be traded.
He said it can happen.
well,
So what exactly are they asking for? 2 first-round picks? Is that?
that's what's been reported.
And they won't take anything less.
And we're not taking anything less.
Yeah, you can't. Obviously, you can't say no one's untradeable. Like,
I mean, what would you ask for?
well, if there was some way they got Antonio Brown and Julio Jones and 18 first-round picks, yeah, he's gonna do it. But obviously, no one's gonna do that, and I just don't think Odell Beckham Jr. has any leverage in this whole negotiation.
I find it similar to Kawhi Leonard's situation right this second. It's like people think that because he may not re-sign with them that San Antonio is going to trade him. They're not going to trade him unless they can get Kevin Durant.
Sure.
Because what...
You think it takes Kevin Durant to get Kawhi?
Well, I
Well,
mean,
just
I'm
no
not trying to
one's
jump into the
untradeable.
NBA. I'm not trying to jump into the
Okay.
NBA. But
Yeah.
but
Like, there's a price.
Popovich
Yeah.
said it. He said it. He's like he said it to what's his name?
Kawhi Leonard,
No, the other dude. Last year he tried to get traded.
Kyrie Irving, Isaiah Thomas,
On the Spurs team.
LaMarcus Aldridge.
LaMarcus Aldridge tried to get traded last year. He said, okay, I don't think that we're going to get KD for you or LeBron James. So that's the only people I would trade you for. And
Yeah.
if that's what he said to LaMarcus Aldridge, you can goddamn bet your ass he ain't trading nobody but LeBron James or Kevin Durant for Kawhi Leonard. And that's the same situation for Odell Beckham. There
Yeah,
ain't
like
nobody
what-
you can trade
like
Odell
what
Beckham for, and they want 2 first-round picks.
Those are young superstars that you like have to keep your hands on.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what are they gonna do? there's no.
That was a
They
weird way to
already
say
have an amazing talent that it's going to take a lot of odds and a lot of things to go right to get those 2 first-round picks to get the production that Odell Beckham Jr. has. And what's Odell Beckham Jr. going to say? I'm going to sit out until you pay me. It's like, no, you're not, because then you have to prove that your ankle is fine to play on.
Well, I'll give you one argument to him actually getting traded is that right now they're like 7-9 with him.
Yeah.
So they're not winning any games with him. Really, they're not even above 500 with him.
Yeah, but that's not all his fault either.
It's not, but he's not winning them any games. So they could trade him to get more things to make their team overall better. More positions to make their, because they're a really bad team, the Giants. That's what people don't understand. Their offensive line is terrible. The quarterback is just average.
How much longer is Eli Manning there?
He could play another 2-3 years, as sorry as he is.
He is
Well, he has been.
sorry, but he
man.
just somehow gets into the playoffs. Not last year,
Things tend to happen for Eli Manning at
When he has an
strangest
offensive
time.
line, but they don't have
Well,
one.
yeah.
And
I
they
mean,
haven't
everyone-
addressed that in the last 3 drafts.
I think there's other ways to build the offensive line other than trading generational, transcendent talent
Yeah, they
like
should
Odell
keep him.
Beckham Jr.
Well, they're gonna keep him. They're gonna keep him, and they're gonna try to work some deal out with him. And it probably won't be what he wanted or what he said he was gonna try to get, which is to be the highest paid player in the NFL. That's not gonna happen.
And for the listener, he's on contract for this upcoming year, so he can't just leave. It's either a sit out and then pull that. Who did that? Le'Veon Bell said he was
Yeah.
going to sit out.
Yeah.
but
Didn't
he
happen.
didn't.
Didn't happen.
No, and
Every player says they're gonna sit out.
and I think
Doesn't
Le'Veon,
happen.
and Le'Veon
Yeah,
Bell
they-
is a better
they wanna
running back.
Sit
than
out if you
he's
want
a
to. You're gonna
wide
look like
receiver.
Colin Kaepernick. You'll be looking for a job. Mm-hmm. You'll be doing workouts with nobody there
at a high school football
at a high school
field.
football field.
Man,
You know what I'm
that's
saying? In
unbelievable.
Texas.
No one showed
Okay.
up.
If you do a football workout in Texas, usually somebody will show up.
Somebody, just even like fans.
Somebody.
Anyone?
A high
Nobody
school coach.
showed up. Shit. The groundskeeper. Shit, somebody showed up, but dude was feeling.
Cap.
Well, let's move on west to Jon Gruden's Raiders.
Yeah,
The
what is happening
Oakland
with
Raiders
Gruden?
head coach.
Man, he said he called out Amari Cooper, basically saying he's gonna have to be tougher, gonna have to be better. Like he traded their punter, the dancing punter.
The most electrifying punter in all of the NFL.
I mean, I think hands down.
Yeah, he is.
And now
Number one. He
I
takes the
read
number
he
one.
did it because like he would talk shit about him when he was announcing games. He was like, "Oh, these punter, you can't be doing that or whatever." And I think it was really an agenda that he had.
yeah.
And I think if you're starting off your personnel decisions based on how you not based on talent, I think it's a bad omen for the Oakland Raiders.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's
and
bad
He's a
on
really
him.
good punter.
Yeah.
he just
I
has a
just-
good time out there.
I just think it was a bad decision. I don't know if it's a bad omen. I like the Raiders. I like them.
Do you like the Raiders?
I like them, man. They got Amari. They got
Marshawn.
Marshawn. But they got
They got
Carr, man. Carr is underrated. He had an off year last year because he had a broken back.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to say that. Nobody said that all year last year. All the analysts, Carr, he's struggling this. He playing with a broken vertebrae. You're sitting up here in a chair talking shit about him playing in a broken vertebrae.
Yeah.
And he has Jordy Nelson now.
And now they got Jordy
they have
Nelson.
Jordy
And
I think that's an upgrade.
And Doug Martin.
Dude, this team is stacked.
Stacked.
That's
Are you kidding
depth.
me?
Stacked. But he's getting rid of what he feels may be problems for him. See, I think what Gruden learned when he was in Tampa Bay is if there's a personality bigger than mine, move on from him. That's what he learned from Keyshawn.
Plus, he's building like a team chemistry and stuff.
Right.
So is Marshawn at risk?
No.
Marshawn's too low-key? He's too low-key?
He's
Probably
like
loves Marshawn.
he's too old school.
Okay.
He's more like Chucky than any of the other players, probably, in my opinion, because he's more likely to be about that action, boss. You know what I'm saying?
Love it.
He's about that action, boss.
The best part of that about the punter though is that he actually had the speed to catch up with a kick returner if they got past the special teams.
Right. I mean,
I think
the Raiders could come out of the AFC. I thought they were going to come out and be in the AFC Championship game this past season.
Oh, yeah.
But, injuries, I think they're going to be in the AFC Championship game this season. You heard it here first.
For sure.
Force too.
NFL flip-flops like crazy. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Who else is in their division? Is
The
it Denver, the
LA Chargers, Denver, and Kansas
City.
Woo!
The LA Superchargers. I still don't feel right saying it.
Fucking dorks.
It's the San Diego Superchargers. I don't know. How you going to move them from San Diego? How you going to do that? It's just I don't know. Anyway, anything else happen in the NFL so far?
I don't think so.
No, it's boring.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about the speculative Patriots news.
No.
It's all speculative.
Nah, Super Bowl champions next year. That's
It's just garbage.
So we're gonna move on to the the C block.
Uh-oh.
Got moved down to the C block today because of Major League Baseball.
We know our listeners.
C-block.
The NBA. That's right.
Thank you very much.
No. Who wants to fuck Matumbo?
Oh, I have some bad news.
Oh, no, just
This is my last Matumbo jersey.
Oh,
Unless I want to get.
Is the bad news that you're gonna have to start wearing the other one? Like,
I'll have to like
He has
get
a
the
Atlanta Hawks jersey.
wearing the
classic
one, the classic one too.
Unless I want to get the New Jersey Nets one where he played like 15 games, but I'm not down to throw down $125.
Right.
One
That's
in existence.
You guys, you heard what you got. You heard it here first, guys. You need to donate $125 to James Haley.
The GoFundMe.
Go fund him right now.
Maybe Matumbo
We need
will do that.
$125 so he can get this classic Matumbo jersey.
The
55.
New Jersey Nets one.
New Jersey Nets one where he
But in
scored
real NBA
where he scored
news-
2 points in that jersey.
How many points do you think he scored?
I don't know. I think it was
Honestly,
a bad time for him in New Jersey.
He really fucked up his career averages
Wow.
by playing for the Knicks and the Nets.
It was bad. Got to get that check though.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. You got to get paid.
So let's talk about your main man, Finals MVP of the Finals last year, Kevin Durant. What is his problem?
He seems very angry right now.
So he got kicked out of a game.
What's happening?
I thought this guy was the quiet killer.
Well, it started back before he left OKC in 2015 when he was bad KD or angry KD. What was it?
Yeah.
He was the mean guy.
Yeah.
Started getting a lot of texts then. I think he was trying to be like alpha to Russ,
Westbrook.
but he was like, Russ was like,
He's like, I'll
fuck outta
beat you
here.
up.
I know nobody here has seen Workaholics.
Nope.
Season 7, but he was like, I'm the Dom. I'm the Dom. And so KD left, and now he's over there with a bunch of what is perceived from the outside world. There's a bunch of other softies. Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Sean Livingston.
Draymond Green is
Bunch
on
of-
my list of fake tough guys.
Yeah, Draymond, you out here, you soft. I know you soft. Come on now. You soft, bruh. You soft. And you tough out there on the court, but you soft.
I feel like Golden State's losing a little bit of their mojo right now.
Well,
Yeah.
and some of definitely their rhythm. Steph Curry is still out.
Yeah, I think he's
so
still
we-
out, right?
I really think the reason that he really got angry, the reason that he really got kicked out of the game is because Giannis Antetokounmpo was putting them elbows on him, putting them things on him.
Yeah.
He was getting some contusions.
His ribs already broke. His ribs broke.
Contused. Sure.
His ribs are not healed. He is 2 weeks off. I don't care what nobody say. 2 weeks is not enough to heal some ribs broken. And he was getting them.
Yeah.
so he
and,
needed an excuse.
He's getting frustrated. out
Antetokounmpo
there.
put up 17 points on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need an excuse too when I'm getting dogged out.
Yeah.
I only got 10 points in the game.
I
Shit, I'm
think,
gonna sit down.
Stefan, I think you might weigh more than Kevin Durant.
I'm positive I weigh more than Kevin Durant. Who doesn't weigh more than Kevin Durant? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How much does Kevin Durant weigh?
Some toddlers that weigh more
I'm
than
going to guess 205.
205.
No, I don't weigh
For a
more than
7-footer.
He's close. I've weighed almost the same amount as Kevin Durant. I know I have weighed the same amount as Kevin Durant at one point in his career in the NBA. For
Yeah.
sure.
Definitely rookie year.
When he came in, he couldn't even lift the bar, right?
Couldn't
Yeah,
lift the bar and couldn't lift the bar in
Is
the
that-
combine. That's a fact.
Is that a fact?
With
That is
no
fact.
weights
No,
on
for
it.
sure.
No weights on
Nothing
it.
on it.
That is a fact.
No, he could lift the bar.
No,
he couldn't
it was-
lift it with the 45s on it.
No, man. I'm telling you, look it up. He couldn't lift the bar. It is a documented fact. They talked about it on First Take. Skip Bayless killed him. Well, no, he didn't kill him. He killed everybody else because he said, don't worry about the fact that he can't lift the bar. It doesn't matter. He's still going to be a prolific scorer.
Charles Barkley famously said, was like, well, it's a good thing a basketball doesn't weigh 135 pounds.
But it was more than 135 pounds because the damn bar. He couldn't get the bar up. So sad.
I think it was like he couldn't bench press 185 pounds.
185. Well,
That's
shit,
a
I
little
can't talk
different
shit.
than the
I
bar.
can't do that.
No.
Yeah, I don't
That
think
was
I
not
could do
it.
that.
That was not it. It was way less than that. And like it was way less than that.
Yeah.
It was way less than that.
So-
So people tried to help him out with these little false reports coming out.
So is Golden State going to get healthy before the playoffs?
Yes.
Un-
Oh, no, not Curry.
Curry's not.
But
So-
they don't need him. They don't need him to
They
get
don't need him
past
for the first round.
round.
No.
No, they don't need him for the first round.
So the real question is, if/when Curry comes back and they're fully healthy, will they have the rhythm and the mojo to get past the Rockets or the Spurs, as me and Stefan predicted?
The Spurs continue to win basketball games.
Yeah, they are
And
a
they're beating
well-oiled machine.
And they're beating good teams.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Why did the Thunder have to be on their schedule though? Shit.
Yeah, what's going on with the with your Thunder?
Well, they're good, but the Spurs beat them, so now they're gonna get the 4, and the Thunder have to get the 5. Like if it all goes to
They play Golden State tonight. Is that happening tonight? Is that Golden State
is it yeah
in OKC tonight?
5 o'clock
Ooh,
tonight.
that's a fun one.
TNT only
Players
on
only.
TNT players only. No. Players only might be over now because
thank God.
because the
That shit is so
Players only.
cringeworthy. They say that shit 1,000 times a broadcast. I was like, I
That's
get
'cause
it.
we get that Ernie's not there. Fuck. Like we see that there are only players there.
God.
Just stop saying it. We know that the college basketball is being.
Players only.
It's like
Yo, nice
the only
comment.
time is not
Players only.
The only time is really not players only. Only reason it's not players only every time is because Ernie's there. So we know Ernie's not there. We know y'all got his ass working. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On college basketball. Stop telling us it's players only. We know Isaiah Thomas is a player.
Isaiah Thomas sounds so weird to me.
He's just real smooth, you know. He's I'm gonna just tell you, he should have been a pimp. You know. And he might say that he is a pimp. He might say he is.
I really don't like it. I just get uncomfortable. I'm like,
I don't know, like,
how
what's
is this
more
guy like
uncomfortable,
one of the great?
Bill doing it or seeing him do it.
I don't. How is this guy an alpha on that Bad Boys Pistons team? He sounds so like a
Hey man,
like a radio host.
All I know is if Isaiah Thomas hears this, I just want you to know, Mr. Thomas, that was just out of respect.
Oh, 100%, please do.
Jay, he's a
God.
top point guard of all time. Two-time.
He's the only
champion.
little man to win a championship.
I feel like
Well, he
Isaiah
said he won
Thomas
2
would,
of them.
like, show up.
He's the only little man to win a championship.
And a Finals MVP.
Only I believe he's only 6 foot or below guy to win a championship.
I think he's 6'1" because he wasn't on my list. because
Oh
I think
yeah,
he was
that
too
famous little
Well-
list.
Yeah, I was about to say, let me you pull up his video of him
Pistol
saying he's
Pete.
6 feet tall. Like these dudes say they own heights. Don't believe the height. They say it. Listen to what they say. You know what I'm saying?
Should we do our fake tough guys list?
No, I'm not doing no fake tough guys list. I don't have it ready right now. You know what I'm saying? What's more interesting is how fucking tight the Western Conference is. I'm talking
what's happening
about
in the West here?
45, 45, 44, 44, 44, 43. That's the
6.
The wins.
The 3 through 9 seed.
that was the 4 through the 8.
4 through 8. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Do you see someone? Well, first of all, we called something. We said Utah was getting in there, and
We did.
Denver was coming out. I said the Wolves are coming out and the Clippers are coming in. The Wolves, without Jimmy Butler, are still handling their business.
In there.
You know, but they're really just playing for who gets to get beat in the first round. But they, I think they're 2 years away from being a legitimate contender.
They're a half game back from Utah right now for the 6th spot.
Really?
Minnesota.
Oh, they need to get that.
They need to get that. Yeah, they need to fight for that
Because that's a ticket to the second round.
ticket.
Utah can rise in these standings, I feel like.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
Is Donovan Mitchell the rookie of the year?
Him or Ben Simmons, right?
I think it's
Oh,
Donovan
they're gonna
Mitchell.
give it to Ben.
They'll probably give it to
I
Ben.
agree. I would give it to Donovan Mitchell because of where his team was last year,
And he's the guy.
and
He
he's
doesn't
the
have
guy
Embiid.
doesn't have nobody on his team.
Most of the time, Simmons doesn't have Embiid either.
Most he's
No,
Embiid's
this
playing a
year
lot of
he
games.
has. This year he's played more
He's out
games.
for a
He's
good
played.
portion.
No, he's played
Then
way
he's
more
been
games
back.
this year though.
And now he's out again.
He's played more than half. But he's gonna come back. They're gonna put that mask
Yeah.
on him. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He is out right
Broken orbital
now. Yeah,
ball.
man, his face. Broke his fucking
Markelle Fultz
face.
Did it. That poor kid.
Markelle Fultz came back. He was like, "Look, somebody about to get hurt.
I need to get some playing time.
Yeah,
and some
somebody
shots.
Somebody got to get off the court.
Who's this guy?
I'm gonna trip somebody, knock somebody out, something. Somebody got to get off the court. So yeah, man, we got Oklahoma City sitting in at the 5 now. Like I said, because the San Antonio Spurs got at them.
San Antonio.
San Antonio, man, what the fuck?
They know how to
LaMarcus
draft.
Aldridge should be somewhere in that conversation for MVP. I mean, he should get some votes.
Man,
He's definitely gonna get
his
an all
mid-range
NBA.
game is just unbelievable.
He's definitely gonna get all NBA, yeah, but
At
he
least
should get
second.
he should get a vote
Yeah.
at least for MVP because no Kawhi Leonard, no Tony Parker for most of the season, no Ginobili for parts of the season.
Yeah, I mean, even with those guys aren't even like doing that.
Those guys are all 40.
And
No,
he
I'm
just
joking.
and he simply took a step up from his first year in San Antonio.
Oh yeah.
Well,
he's,
yeah.
He's focused now,
I just think that
and he was. I bet he wasn't like assuming he was going to be the dude because he was assuming
and they
Kawhi was
put
gonna play.
they put that thing on James Harden the other day. No Chris
Oh,
Paul sitting down hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Why you always hurt, Chris?
Oh, they beat the crap out of Houston.
Just destroyed him, blew him
Yeah.
out.
Just proof that Harden is overrated. But yeah, he'll get the MVP. I get it.
In Harden from Los Angeles.
L.A. Yeah.
Yeah, he from here. He gets no love here either. I don't know, man. You know, people love Russ. People love Paul George. People always like, yo, nobody ever says when is James Harden gonna come to LA. They don't want him because we can't trust you, James. Jimmy,
James turned into kind of an unlikable superstar in the NBA. I feel
he
like.
kind of is.
Real quick, do you know where Bellflower is?
No, where is?
It's somewhere
where
in
is Bellflower?
I don't know where it is, but that's not Los Angeles.
That's not
All
LA.
right.
No,
I've never heard of Bell. I'm looking at his page right now. It says Bellflower.
he's from California.
California. Sure, California.
Yeah.
California's a big state.
Right. I need to figure out these statistics. Oh yeah, so maybe that's why LA is not fucking with him because he's not from LA.
He's not from LA.
He's an Arizona
And
guy.
maybe that's why he's not fucking
Yeah,
with
he's
LA.
just Arizona. He's just Arizona guy. Only people fucking with him was it Kenny Johnson. It's like ain't nobody Mike Bibby. You know what I'm saying?
Like
Luke Walton.
Luke Walton. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Those are people fucking with him.
That game though against the Spurs was a good chance for James Harden to really prove his MVP candidacy. But he
Was.
didn't take it.
It was also
He was.
Spurs at home, and the Spurs are like trying to prove
Fuck that. That's what I'm
they should
saying.
be taken seriously.
It was a good time for him to prove, yo,
He could have.
bam, this is me. I'm the MVP.
He could have, but yeah, he didn't.
But that's just who James Harden is.
That Spurs defense, though, man.
And they got some good young players. I like DeJounte Murray and slow-ass Kyle Anderson. He's like the perfect
You know
San Antonio
who's
Spur.
not getting enough credit right now in the NBA?
Who?
I'm going to give it to Rudy Gobert.
Ooh, yeah, Utah's on a tear right now.
You are on a tear, and he is a defensive machine.
He
Rebound
might
machine.
be the second coming of Dikembe Mutombo.
He's getting better too, though. He's getting a little offensive game.
The second coming of Mutombo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Back to the Golden State question when you said, are they going to be healthy? I don't think they're going to be healthy.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be playing hurt a lot of people.
Well,
Tristan Thompson. Klay Thompson is playing.
And
Going to be having to be playing with a broken thumb.
It's also going to like come down to how long this the first round is going to be for them. You know, are they going to sweep? If they can sweep and get some time off, then
Bro,
it's
I
gonna
broke
be
my hand
huge.
2 years ago.
yeah,
It
but
still hurts.
you don't have the high-priced doctors that these NBA players
That's true,
do.
but they're not going to be. I'm talking about that means he's not going to be ready in 3 weeks.
Dude, if I
Shoot.
took the fall that Patrick McCaw took, I would probably be paralyzed.
Patrick McCaw.
Patrick
Let me
McCaw
explain.
got undercut
Let me tell you something, man.
by accident by Vince Carter. I don't know if you guys saw
I'm
it.
glad you brought that up
Let's bring it up.
because this is my point that these kids are not ready to fucking play basketball coming out of college as young as they are. Their bodies are not ready. If you'd have took that fall, you would have been just fine because you would have been a grown man taking that fall.
Yeah, I
He
got some
came-
weight on me these days.
He took a normal basketball play for what guys like Vince Carter can't, because that's who undercut him.
Yeah.
That's guys who played when he played. That's normal basketball play. You fall on the ground, you get back up. You maybe lay there for a second, but you get back up.
And you know the wood feels a lot better than the pavement,
Right,
which is what I'm used to.
right, exactly. James out here taking these concrete falls.
They're like cold ass pavement. Yeah.
I'm a weekend warrior.
So I just feel like maybe these guys' bodies are not ready. I mean, that kid is tiny.
He's too skinny.
He's a tiny kid.
Yeah.
They're just not physically
They just
where they
ain't
should be. Those guys 10 years ago,
Would not be playing
not
in
even
the
20
NBA.
years ago, 10 years ago, they would have got stuck in the college game for at least 2-3 more years because they're not big enough to play.
I mean, if you look at rookie Kobe
Or they would
Bryant,
have been given the HGH.
yeah, if you look at rookie Kobe Bryant,
Or the
rookie
HGH.
Kevin Garnett, and rookie Tracy McGrady, these are skinny ass dudes who didn't play a lot. Well, Kevin Garnett did, but
Kevin Garnett was a grown man, basically.
the only one who I can think of was LeBron James. He came in buff, right? Because Stefan says it's steroids.
HGH.
Yeah.
And look at him now. He barely misses major time to injury.
No, has missed no time due to an actual injury.
Right.
LeBron James.
No, yeah, LeBron. Right.
So,
Right.
yeah.
So stay in college 2 years. Forget the high school rule. That's what you say?
That's what I say, man. Well, I mean, go back to the high school rule so that these teams can be responsible for the choices that they make. Because what they were doing back when there was high school, they just took less high school students. They just didn't take those guys.
At least too early.
Right. Well, the reason they did it was the reason they changed the rule was because the NCAA got mad because these guys were declaring and now vanquishing their eligibility for NCAA, and then they're not getting drafted and not being able to come back. What the NCAA needs to do is just say, hey, if you declare, you can still come back.
Right.
You can still come back and be a regular student. You don't lose your scholarship.
And you know what the only rule is? It's not if you don't get drafted. It's if you hire an agent.
right.
So if you just
But to declare, you have to hire an agent.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh,
Even
okay.
if you're going to be your own agent or your mom's going to be your
Right,
agent,
you're still an
to
agent.
declare, you have to have an agent.
I see.
It's like legal shit. It's paperwork. You know what I'm saying? That's
Bureaucracy.
all it is. That's all it is. You know what I mean? And if they declare, it's like if you're in engineering school and you apply early before you fucking graduate, they don't kick you out of engineering school.
right.
That's what the fuck you're there for. That may be what your scholarship is there for.
Yeah.
But they don't fucking kick you out just because you got a job before everybody else.
Yeah.
Just because your talent may be better than everyone else around you. It's a ridiculous system. They use the NBA to try to fix it. And it didn't work.
Hopefully-
We said it wasn't going to work then, and it didn't. And look at them.
Well, look at NCAA is suffering.
Suffering. It's suffering.
Yeah.
Because there's a guy, what's his name? Dante Dilla.
As we said before, the NCAA is suffering.
You guys pronounce that. I want to see somebody. I want to hear y'all pronounce this.
Dante?
DiVincenzo?
No, man, you got to sing. That's Italian. You got.
Yeah, you guys. I want to hear some.
DiVincenzo. What the?
Yeah, that's
Because I just want to give him a
that's
big
right.
shout out, man. He's
DiVincenzo,
is the
Villanova
only-
guy.
Dante.
Man, he got him a ring.
DiVincenzo.
He got him a championship. Excuse me. He got him a championship
Yeah.
last night. Mm-hmm. Fucking not on anybody's board for the lottery
No.
because he's white.
No, you know what?
It's just because he's white.
When I was
being
filling out-
discriminated against.
No.
I was filling out my March Madness bracket, and the way I do it is I look at the draft boards and say, okay, the superstar, the NBA players are going to go far. It never works. The champions always seem to be a team full of non-NBA talent, probably engineers, future engineers and PE coaches, and they just DeAndre Ayton in Arizona out the first round.
But they're not bad. These kids
Oh,
still
no,
go
not bad.
to the NBA. They still
just play a team game.
No, that's- no,
was it
it's team
Gordon
basketball.
Hayward? Gordon Hayward, perfect example. His stock went up through the roof. He wouldn't have even gotten drafted probably had he not been in the championship game and played up against Duke.
Did he hit a game last
He
second?
missed. I think he was one. They didn't
it
win the
ripped out.
championship that year. I don't
Okay.
think. Did Butler win the championship that year?
Oh, I don't know.
The NCAA is in trouble.
We're
we
very-
can't remember shit.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure he missed the last
yeah,
shot.
it rimmed in and out.
It went, brrr,
I think
and
so,
it was
yeah,
like
yeah.
half court shot, and it was amazing. But
But he had a good game.
He had an amazing game.
Yeah.
Showed out. I think this is gonna happen for Dante, man. I think Dante is the great white hope. You heard it here first.
The Great White Hope.
Yeah.
Get him on the Utah Jazz. That's where
Get
he
him.
belongs.
Oh Lord have mercy. I hope he doesn't go to the Utah. Oh man. So yeah, Utah, don't look at this guy. Fuck that. I want some white dude to succeed.
they're looking.
Michael Jordan, leave this white boy alone. Leave
Charlotte.
this white boy alone. I don't want you to fuck with this white boy. I need this white boy to go somewhere like the Celtics, the Lakers.
The Lakers.
You know what
How
I'm
are the
saying?
Lakers looking here?
Right now,
Lakers.
they've just
They're hurt.
officially been eliminated
Yeah.
from the
Yeah,
playoffs.
what's going on here?
They're hurt. And
They had a
lost.
nice little run there for a little
God.
bit, right?
Yeah, but then they were like, wait, we got to tank.
No, they don't even have their draft pick. So tanking would be dumb. But they're hurt. Ingram's hurt. Lonzo Ball's hurt. Kyle Kuzma tried to talk shit in that Sacramento game and got his ass handed to him, and they lost by 1 point. They should have won. They're still improved from last year. They're at 32, 31 wins, and I think next year,
Are you?
if they get a superstar, we're looking at playoffs.
What superstar are you thinking about?
You know, I'm this based on nothing but just my gut. I think it's going to be Paul George,
PG-13.
not Dante DiVincenzo. Not it's gonna,
It should be 6'5"
I
from
think-
Washington, Delaware. No, wait, what was that? Wilmington, Delaware. Wilmington. What is that?
as the whitest sounding
That's a
name
yeah.
ever.
Dante.
6'5", 205 pounds, guard
I'm pretty sure it's not going to be LeBron
from
James. though.
Villanova. Dante. You don't want Dante? Man, he was snapping.
Man, they don't even have a picture of him. They got a Villanova logo.
They don't have a picture of any of these guys. They don't have a picture of any of these guys. That's what I'm saying. He's being slighted. Look at this kid, man.
What was his averages?
13, 4, and 3.
13, 4, and 3. It's a solid white guy. Production.
Yeah, he might
Steal a
end up on your
game.
team.
Is he a point guard?
I don't know.
Guard.
I would hold out for him.
I mean, the
He
Lakers.
looked bigger than 6'5", man, because he was out here out rebounding all of Michigan's big men. I mean, he was just out here snapping. He was blocking shots. He was blocking big men shots. He was just out here killing it. Y'all know if y'all watch the game, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He was out here snapping. He was hitting them big 20,
Yeah,
3-footers.
Then I have to like imagine him against bigger, tougher.
But he was pushing people out of the
Smarter
way.
guys.
These guys, no, Michigan was bigger than them. But
Not bigger than the
That is a
NBA.
great. I'm looking at his
but
31 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks on 10 of 15 shooting. On 5 of 7 3-point. That is an amazing last game. He's definitely in the first round
He hit
after
those
that.
threes too.
he was booming from 23 feet.
Yeah.
He was banging. And he was pushing people out of the way like he got an NBA game. Like, you know what I'm saying? When he was driving to the lane, he was putting the moves on them.
Yeah.
Like, get out of the way. I'm going to the lane, dunking on people.
I'm sold. I want him on the Lakers.
Get him.
All right.
Go to the ladies. Go to the Lakers. Second round.
Him and
First,
Lonzo.
he's gonna be a steal.
Him and Lonzo,
Dante.
playoffs, baby.
Heard it. Heard
Playoffs.
it here. Hot
And
take.
with Kuzma, we just gonna bring him off. We
Dante
gonna bring
is the
Dante off
answer.
the bench. He gonna be the Luka.
Doncic. Luka Doncic.
Oh no, I was going back further than that.
Luke Walton.
Luke Walton. He's gonna be the Luke Walton
Walton.
for the Lakers.
Wow.
You heard it here first.
The
if they get it,
the 3 good games in playoffs for over 6 years.
that's right.
All right, I can dig
You
it.
know what I'm saying?
Nice.
That's what happens when you a guard and Kobe's on the team. That's what happened. You
Won
won't get
2
no time.
championships.
You won't get no time, but you'll get some rings
He is some range, yeah.
and a coaching job for the long haul. You know, it's about the long haul. It's a long game. You know what I'm
It's a
saying?
long con.
So I don't know.
How do you guys feel about the Cavs right now?
They beat the Raptors last week. I told you guys it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Guaranteed
Wait a minute.
championship.
Didn't we agree with you?
Oh, did you?
I don't know if I disagreed with anybody beating the Toronto Raptors.
I may have.
I don't think I've ever disagreed with anybody about beating the Toronto Raptors.
I think it's for sure.
Kevin Love's out again, though, isn't he?
Yeah, but the whole Eastern Conference is hurt,
The injuries are pretty insane.
especially for the Celtics.
Man. Celtics keep winning games, too.
I'll tell you what Cleveland needs. They need love, 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 crazy love. They need him to come back. They need him to come back.
No, Love is a huge piece of that puzzle.
Because
He's
Tristan
hurt
Thompson
again?
Well, he got elbowed in the face.
God damn.
broke
got a
his toe.
tooth
He got a
knocked.
tooth. Now
Out for a
he's in
concussion
concussion
for a day.
protocol.
No, and then he came back, and I think he had not a great game. And then I think he's like questionable.
At least it's not like nothing with his legs.
Yeah, no, I think it's his brain.
Well, they know they're going to be in the
his brain.
playoffs. They know they're going to be in the
Just his
playoffs, so
brain.
they're just like, yo,
Yeah, his
Just get
mouth
some
right
rest.
hurts real bad too.
I think it's an easy, not easy road, but I think it. There's no one. I don't see anyone beating them in a 7-game series until the Warriors or Rockets come. In which case, I still think they can beat the Warriors or the Rockets, but it's not guaranteed.
if the right things happen, they can. I keep watching my Pacers.
We
and
know.
thinking if they can beat the Cavs, and it's really hard to imagine.
Oh, they keep winning games too.
They do, but they're not playing the Cavs.
Yeah,
We
right.
know Eric. We know who Eric thinks is going to be in the finals. Who's going to win the finals? The Houston Rockets.
The Houston Rockets.
He's going with his dream.
These Rockets are good.
If,
But
you,
they did
if, you,
just
if
get
you're
the
right,
crap.
if this happens, I am going
I
to
mean-
say, I'm going to call you Martin Luther King from now on.
I did have the
You
dream.
had a dream.
You have a dream and then and it comes true. I'm going to call you Martin Luther King for the rest of your life.
If Chris Paul's healthy, I don't see.
Not
why
to mention that it's that,
Yeah.
like, it's like the most, no, I would never believe that Chris Paul, James Harden, and Mike D'Antoni would win a championship.
maybe that's just they just needed each
I
other.
call him D'Antoni because he ain't got no defense.
The dick.
Oh man! Every time you say that joke, I laugh.
Yeah, that's like that Asen kid, D'Antoni,
Acing kid. That's pretty
because he
good.
ain't had no J when he came in the league.
Yeah. Do you guys
That's
think
good.
Denver or Utah are getting into the playoffs here?
Utah's definitely going to stay in the playoffs. Denver's out.
Denver are they eliminated?
They're not eliminated, but I think the Clippers could make it over.
Oh.
No, I think they're still in it.
They have to play the Clippers.
That'll be a
Denver
very
has to play the
challenging
Clippers. That's the last game on their schedule.
Oh, Denver's got the Pacers at home tonight.
Yes.
This is a big game.
Big game. If they
Oh.
lose that game, if Denver loses that game, it's over for
game.
them.
Yeah, the Denver will lose that game. That
I feel like you just jinxed me right now. And now the Pacers
knock
are
on
about
wood
to
for
But that
you.
means that you're saying that the Pelicans are going to fall out. if you're saying that the Clippers are gonna come in,
No, I still think the Timberwolves are falling out.
you're gonna hope on that, huh?
But-
Holding on to that one.
I think Minnesota falls out too.
Denver plays Minnesota, I think, twice in their last few games.
All right,
And do you
then,
think the Clippers are coming through?
yeah, over, but
Over
I didn't
Minnesota.
know if Minnesota plays Denver, then I think
Twice.
Minnesota will have to would stay. Then yeah, Clippers out. Anthony Davis is in.
Denver can sneak in here.
If they
I
win those
feel-
two
Because
Minnesota
they play
games,
the Clippers once, right? And then they played Minnesota twice, right? Denver.
Minnesota twice
After the Pacers game.
and Clippers once. Yes.
Right.
Damn.
a wild finish in the
And-
wild, wild west.
Man, it's going to be an exciting next couple of weeks of basketball.
Yeah, this is when basketball gets really
This is
fun.
the best time of the year. It's
Playoffs have
the
already
most
started.
wonderful time.
Oh man.
I gotta stop using some of these songs because we're gonna get charged for them.
Yeah. I don't know.
So
Well, that's the time.
you guys,
Thanks for listening,
thanks
guys.
for listening, and don't forget to like and subscribe and comment if
And
you
win
want
some
to
dope
win
free shit.
Yes, win this shit. We got too much shit just sitting here.
It's clogging up this whole apartment, man. We gotta get rid
We
of
just have to
some
start
of this stuff.
sending people shit.
You'll just randomly get a
The box
t-shirt.
full of box full of fucking swag.
Right.
Swag. I didn't know it was coming.
Thank you. It's another fucking great time with you guys.
Later.
Have a good
Thank
time.
you for listening.
Peace. Hair grease.
They shot my baby down. They shot my baby down. They shot my baby down. Jade L15 started yesterday. But us as Americans, too busy being entertained by the sports and movies and the scandals. Now they even care. All this is a genesis of martial law everywhere.